Hey, we're live, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Live with Judy K Martene, Healing Wisdom. And I said in my video clip before this that I put out that I was going live that I would answer any questions you have, that I would get out my magical tools and I would be here for you for the next little while. This is what I am called to do. It isn't something that I planned on doing when I was a little girl. I mean, my gosh, there was times when I wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, and a hairstylist all at the same time. I wanted to be all of those and more. I had dreams and dreams and dreams of being so fulfilled in life, so full of life and loving life. What about you? We all did as children. You know, something that's interesting. As children, we always lived our passions until we got told not to, until we got told not to. So today I'm going to answer a question, and it ties right in with this, about someone who said to me, Judy, what is my passion and why can't I find it? And why is it so hard to live it? But first of all, I'm just going to tell you that healing wisdom comes from a place of me, 65 years worth of experiences that I gained knowledge from and then turned it into wisdom to help thousands around the globe heal and transform their lives. Healing wisdom heals and transforms your life. So I'll get to the question in a second that this person asked me, but I've put in the chat there 2 links for the newsletter sign up so you don't miss anything that's happening, and also a webinar that I did about maneuvering through challenging times. Oh my gosh. And if you're in here, please say hello to me and where you're watching this from, because it's being streamed out to Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So I would appreciate that. Thank you. So back to healing wisdom, back to the question. This person asked me about, why can't I live my passion? Why am I stuck in a rut? Why am I living the same 9 to 5, 9 to 9, over and over and over again? Why can't I find my gifts and talents? Maybe, and then she said, maybe I don't have gifts and talents. Maybe my purpose is to do exactly what I'm doing now. And I said to her, let's explore this a little bit. And she gave me permission to talk about this, even though, of course, I'm not going to say her name. We're going to explore this a little bit because sometimes when we're not living our passion and purpose, we're downright depressed. Diana Brienne, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Kelly. Nice to see you, Kelly. Diana Brienne, we haven't talked in a long, long time. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm talking about how when people don't live their passion and purpose, and Diana Brienne, you talk about this all the time in your lives. You talk about it, and I love when you do your wisdom. Now, here's the thing, healing wisdom. Diana Brienne has healing wisdom. She does wisdom YouTubes all the time. Yes, absolutely. So, I had a question the other day, and if you ladies have questions, I've got my magical intuitive hat on. You're right, Diana Brienne, live your passion. The thing, Diana Brienne, is that these people don't know how to live their passion because they don't know what it is. So how do you live something when you don't know what it is? Kelly, can you relate to any of this? Kelly, because Kelly doesn't mind this, but like most women, we're not living our passion. Diana Brienne, you've fallen into your passion. Do what you love and love will follow you. Some people don't know that, Diana Brienne. Some people do not know that it's going to follow them. They're scared and they have to learn it. Well, how? Okay, so this is a good question. How do they learn it if they don't know what they need to do to step into it? Right, Kelly? Right, Kelly? So Kelly says, yes, I know. And this is the issue I have. Not the issue I have, but the problem that women have when they come into my life is they get stuck in a rut of only doing what they've been told they need to do. And it's usually get married, have a career, have children, serve your husband, serve your elderly parents. And if there's anything going on in the family, whether it's a disabled child or a family member or husband, you have a lifetime of caregiving. Kelly, can you attest to that? And so what happens to the woman is they think that their purpose is, and absolutely at some point their purpose is, if that's their calling, to find a partner and to have children, to procreate, so we have more beautiful people on this planet. But that's not their only purpose. And I say, this is what I say, back 48 years ago, my purpose was to raise 5 kids on my own with no help whatsoever. No financial help, no emotional help, no support. That was my purpose back then. Is it my purpose today? No. My kids are all adults. They don't need a motherly figure. They need a mother that supports them in the things that are for their highest good. Diana Brand agrees, and Kelly says, yes, right? So, back to how do we do this? And Diana Brand, you've fallen into your passions and purpose, right? And so have I. But the majority of women haven't. And I think, Diana Brand, you know this from your videos. You hear people say, oh, I wish I could be like you. Oh, I wish I could. I wish. Well, we know what wishes got, right? Nowhere. So part of my journey, my puppies are playing on the couch over there and being distracted. Part of my journey and passion is to help women with 3 things. Number 1 is know who you are beyond your earth suit. Who are you? Recognize your spiritual soul side. You're more than the earth suit. The second thing is remember and recognize your passion, your purpose, the reason for being here on this planet right now. Not a year ago, not 5 years ago, not 48 years ago, but right now. Diana Brand says, you get 2 kinds. One who admires you and the ones who don't like you because you are living your passion. That's right, because they have a hate on for themselves. So here's the 3 things. First is recognize who you are beyond your earth suit. Second is recognize and remember what you're doing here on the planet right now. And the third is your connection to your higher power. Who is that? What is that? It's a God source. What is it? Call it what you want to call it. Tom, Dick, Harry, Buddha, angels. It does not matter what you name it or put a label on it. It's your connection to it that matters. And Diana says, most embrace your passion, love you for it. Yes, they do. But there's a lot of women who are angry. Oh my gosh, I just brought up a subject. Ladies, I know there's 2 ladies in here. Anger is so prevalent that I actually had to do videos about it. Kelly, can you attest to anger? Like I can. I've had triggers that come up about the past stuff. Mind you, I've been doing over 40 years worth of energy healing work and transformation, so I hardly have any triggers anymore. But the amount of anger that's out there right now, not only from the past and then the injustices from the past, but what has happened in the past 2 years about our freedom and our rights. People are angry. Kelly says yes to that about anger. Yes, absolutely. And so what do we do with that? Well, we inhibit it and it stays within us and we get angrier and angrier. And how the heck can you find your passion and purpose? How the heck can you remember who you are at core level beyond your earth suit? How the heck can you connect to a higher source if there's anger residing within you? How the heck? Good question. So, step by step. Kelly says yes again. No, that was from before. And Diana Brand says, most embrace your passion and love you for it. There are. And Diana Brand has a lot of people that follow her on YouTube. And she just gives wonderful wisdom messages from her life, as I do too. The idea about wisdom is that it informs you, but it changes you. So how does it change you? It changes you at a core level where your perspective changes. And when your perspective changes, your energy and frequency change. When your energy and frequency change, you put into motion the new you, the new story, the new narrative, the new paradigm shift. Yeah, but you got to start somewhere. Start anywhere. Throw down the towel, as they say. Surrender. So the original woman's questions, let me remember. Oh, yes, she says, I can't find my passion and purpose. Well, you're welcome, Diana Brand. You're a special lady in my life and have been for many years. Many, many years. Back when you first did videos of driving the camper or the trailer and running it into a tree when you didn't even know how to do videos. It's just wonderful. Yes, it's misplaced anger for sure, Diana Brienne. And misplaced anger means they don't even know what they're angry about anymore. They're just getting triggered left, right, and center. All anger stems from trauma. All anger stems from some sort of trauma. And then, of course, our past couple of years has stemmed a whole new anger. So back to the lady's question before we leave, is that if you are angry, if you are lost, if you're not connected to a higher power, you don't know what your passion and purpose is. You can't, because you're all caught up in your everyday thoughts, your programmed thoughts that just keep going around and around and around and around and around. You're not being inspired by a higher power. You're definitely not being motivated by anything that's happening in your life, because when you're not inspired by a higher power, you have no motivation to do anything. So how, before I leave, I want to give you at least something to grasp onto to start to change your life. And here's the thing with the energetics of this planet, especially now since 2012 when the Mayan calendar ended and the new calendar began, is that the only thing constant, ladies, is change. That's the only thing constant. Nothing ever remains static. It can't, because everything is energy and it's always moving. Different frequencies, but it's always moving. So the change that's been happening for the past 2 years is paramount and will continue to be faster and faster and faster. So your passions and purposes will change. They will, because there's new energy that comes in. I mean, healing wisdom wasn't here a week ago. Spirit told me to start with healing wisdom. Spirit says you're 65 years, Judy, of knowledge, or experiences, knowledge, and you turn it into wisdom to help heal thousands around the world. Share it. So up came the logo, up came the colors, and here I am streaming about some of the healing wisdom that I have to share for others. And each and every one of you that's here right now and that will watch the rerun has a purpose to share with others your wisdom about healing, about transforming, about compassion, kindness, collaboration, cooperation, sharing, caring, loving. That's our responsibility. Puppies are playing. They haven't finished their treats and one wants to take it away from the other. Oh, yeah, Diana Brand says that was so many years ago. Yeah, you running into a tree and trying to film yourself and your family. And my gosh, Diana Brand, your hair was like way up to here. It was awesome. She had them, well, she still does, but her hair was piled so high. So ladies, any questions before I leave you with some hope, or affirm anything in your life, or verify anything, or clarification? Because I think it's important that not only do we support each other in a new way, and there is a quotation mark, new energetic way, there really is. And how can I explain that differently? Because of what's happened, and because there's a great awakening on this planet, there's energy that hasn't been here ever before. And it transforms us to support and have compassion in a new way. Bottom line, it just does. It's just part of what's here. And I don't know if you have felt it. Kelly, I know you have felt the energy shift totally, that there's a new way of doing things. And every time we try to do things, think about things, act on things, how we did last year or the year before, it doesn't work. It can't work. It's not the same frequency. It's not the same energy connection for that anymore. Same with our passions and purpose that we had a year ago. I mean, when I was booted off of here a year ago in November, I sat with this and said, I guess I'm booted off social media forever. And then it was like, no, get back on and start talking to people. Start talking to them about your wisdom. It wasn't healing wisdom, but it was wisdom then. And then when it became healing wisdom, because it started to heal and transform and affect people's lives, Diane Brand says, thank you, Judy. Your channel is wonderful. Thank you. I'm back on. I have this program, Diana Brand, that I can stream into YouTube and everywhere else as well. Thank you for being here. You're a special lady in my life. You have given me many times strength to move forward. Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. Kelly, any questions before we go? Thank you, Diana Brienne. Yeah, that question that woman asked me, she had said, it was a couple of weeks ago, and she was frustrated about not being able to live her purpose and passion. Kelly, you're welcome. But, I'm going to leave you with this. There's a purpose and a divine timing in everything. And sometimes we're not ready to step into our passion and purpose until we've cleaned up some other stuff. Sometimes we're not ready to step into our passion and purpose until we've cleaned up some stuff. How do you have more energy? Oh gosh, Kelly, that's a whole other video. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Right now, light workers, people that are way shores of the new world are experiencing a drain in energy. I want to try to use simple language here. I don't want to use quantum physical, metaphysical language, but because the light that's coming into the planet is so strong to clean up all the dark, it's that simple. The energy is hard on our human bodies. And if we are stressed, and Kelly, you are super stressed, and you'll admit that, and it's circumstances that in your life. If we are stressed in any way, and so if we're stressed mentally and emotionally, and we're not healthy in our physical bodies, we have hardly any energy to get through the day. So as a light worker myself, Kelly, you know this, I follow a medical medium lifestyle 90% of the time. I do a heavy metal detox every day. I eat organic. I rarely eat meat. I live a whole healthy lifestyle in that sense, and for many, 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 many years. So there's nothing wrong with my 65-year-old body. There's no aches, there's no pains, there's no disease, there's nothing. It's healthy. Mental and emotional things are very different. Those things stem from childhood and from generational crap that comes up. We are here as light workers, as way showers, as star children, whatever you want to call us, to clean up these generational things, to move forward. So Kelly, how do you get more energy? Self-care, woman. Self-care, ultimate self-care. Your day should consist of nothing other than what you have to do because you have a situation in your life. When you deal with that during the day, the rest of the day is spent on you, and not to question anything about your life, but to enjoy your life. You know that list of feel-good things? Go through it. Find the things you need to find. Diana Brienne says, I don't remember that. You would often send me messages about writing a book, Diana Brienne, or just uplifting messages that would keep me going. Kelly says there's a lot of generational crap. We are here. We are here as women to move that generational crap out of here once and for all. When I did some work with an energy worker 6 months ago, and she saw some generational stuff in me, and as she pulled it energetically, it was like, oh, this huge release. We can do this ourselves, but here we go again, another video. The power of intention. The power of intention is as strong as anything in the world. It's stronger than the highest religious source, because the power of intention holds the same energy that Jesus had, or Buddha, or anyone else that was sat at the feet of the masters that did the work of healing. We have the same energy. We have the same energy. We have forgotten how to use it. We have forgotten because we have been hypnotized. We have been programmed. We have been desensitized. But that's all coming back to us. It's all coming back in the remembrance of, number one, who you are at core level, and then the recognition of your passion, your purpose, your duty here on the planet, and your connection to your higher power. It's all starting to come back. So I would suggest don't rush it. Enjoy these moments of self-care. So much self-care. Kelly, make some more things on your list about self-care. See if you can get up to 50 of them. Okay. I think Diana Brienne's gone. Kelly's here. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. This was great. This is what I love to do with people, and after, when people watch the replay, they send me questions because I offer them questions here. I offer them to ask questions, and I'll answer them at another point in time, either in a private message or here on this platform. So I put in the chat already, Maneuvering Through Challenging Times. It's a short webinar I did on everything you need to know, mind, body, spirit, about how to maneuver through challenging times. I put the address in there for the newsletter sign up so we can stay connected. So Kelly, thank you. Thank you for being part of this. I enjoyed your questions. I enjoyed your interaction. Thank you for this. And everybody who watches the replay, remember that you have a destiny. You have a purpose, your passion, your purpose, your gifts, your talents. It's a matter of letting them happen when they need to happen, and also getting the support and guidance to help unleash them for yourself. So thanks, everybody. Thank you, Kelly. I'll be back again soon. Be nice to yourself. In other words, do all things with kindness to yourself, and you'll find it much easier on yourself. Bye for now, everybody.